Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready to dive into something pretty cool.
Always ready.
Okay, so you know how we've been really digging into UVM and all things verification?
Yeah, getting down to the nitty-gritty.
Exactly. And look, there's a ton of technical stuff there,
Oh,
right?
yeah, definitely.
So think of this deep dive as, um, I don't know, like a shortcut maybe. A way to understand a tool that could seriously change how we approach verification. We're talking about Waves to UVM.
Waves2UVM. Okay, I'm intrigued.
Right. It sounds like, just another one of those acronyms we love in this industry. But seriously, this one's a big deal. Basically, Waves2UVM takes all those waveforms we deal with.
The ones from spec documents, right?
Yep. Those and the ones we scribbled down during brainstorming sessions, even ones hidden in old bug reports. Waves2UVM takes all of them and turns them into, get this, automated tests.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. So like it automates that whole process of translating design specs into test cases, the thing we spend like
Yeah.
weeks on.
Exactly. It frees us up to actually, think about the really hard
Yep,
stuff.
it's a huge time saver.
Right. But it's even bigger than just automation. To really get why this is such a game changer, I'm going to let our expert break it down. What makes Waves2UVM so revolutionary?
Well, it's like this. Waves2UVM is a bridge between two worlds that normally they don't really talk to each other. You've got formal verification,
Yeah.
mathematical proofs, total
Oh,
certainty.
right, but it's like staring at a blueprint. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's super detailed, but doesn't show you the building actually working.
exactly. Then there's simulation. You get to see your design in action, but you don't have that absolute guarantee. Waves2UVM brings these two together. It's like taking the precision of a blueprint and actually seeing it come to life in the real world.
Okay, you've definitely got my attention. So how does it actually work? Can you walk us through it?
Sure. Think of Waves2UVM like, I don't know, a language translator.
Okay, I like that.
So first, you feed it your waveform data.
From any source.
TCD, FSDB, you name it, it gobbles it all up. Here's where it gets really cool. It's not just about processing the data, it's about understanding it. Think about how you know when someone really gets what you're saying. Waves2UVM is like that. It understands the intent behind those signals.
It's like it's reading between the lines of our designs. Fascinating.
Right. And then it takes that understanding and actually builds UVM sequences. Like imagine taking those signals and writing a script for your design to follow step by step.
Making sure it behaves exactly like those waveforms, but in a way that that our UVM environment can actually understand.
Exactly.
Okay, so what's the final output? What do we get?
System Verilog code. Ready to use, no messing around.
Now that's impressive. Okay, so let's bring this back to reality. How does this actually work in the real world? I mean, in practice?
Imagine you formally verified the super complex scenario. Now with Waves2UVM, you can replay that exact same scenario, but in your simulation environment. Like double checking your work, but on a whole other level.
So yeah, peace of mind. Less time pulling our hair out over bugs.
Absolutely. And think about regression testing. The thing we all dread. Waves2UVM lets us supercharge our regression suite with these formally verified scenarios.
So we're finding corner cases before they become, nightmares.
Exactly. We could be talking about saving weeks, maybe even months in the development cycle.
Faster, cheaper, less stressful. Less stressful. I'm really starting to see the appeal here. What else? Anything else?
Oh, debugging. Remember those times when you're just staring at code, wondering where you went wrong? Waves2UVM lets us look at those formal traces, but now it's all in a familiar simulation environment. It's like having a map and a flashlight in a pitch-black cave.
That's a great analogy. So to wrap this up, it's like Waves2UVM gives us this superpower, this ability to streamline that whole verification process, right?
Right. It connects those dots between formal verification and simulation in a way that we haven't really seen before.
And that's huge. But before we go, I want to leave you with a thought. We've been talking about converting these real-world scenarios into code. But can we truly capture every single detail, all the complexity of the real world in code? Where does that translation, where does that bridge between the real and the digital? Where does it hit its limit? Something to think about. Until next time.